Hi everyone and welcome to the channel. So today in this video we will learn how we can clone records in Salesforce using the flows. So in this we are going to create a screen flow through which we will clone a object record. So first let me show you a demo screen flow that I have created to clone account object record. So this is the screen flow through which we can clone the account record. So first I have added a screen that will ask the user that are you sure to clone the record, and when the user will click on the next or the finish button, it will get the current account record ID, that is the account ID, and we have fetched it by using a record variable, that is record ID. And after fetching the record ID, we have added another screen to override the details. So here I have added one field, that is account name. So for example, user is cloning account name Burlington Textile. So with this the user can change the name of the record that he is going to clone. And after this we have added a create record element. So this is finally going to create the clone of the object record. So here I have mapped the values of annual revenue, industry, account name, and account phone. So these are the value that are going to be populated in the cloned account. So these are the value that are going to be populated in the record that is going to be cloned. So this is how we are going to create the screen flow to clone the account record. And now I will go back to the flow setup, and there we will see how we can create a screen flow to clone the object record. So right now I'm on the flow setup window, and before creating the flow I will just take few seconds to introduce our newly launched Salesforce admin course. So first let me show the course content, then we will continue to the topic. So this is our newly launched the Salesforce admin course, and I will also mention the course link in the description from where you can access and view the course. So we have designed this course specifically for the beginners and the people who want to learn the admin part. So in this course you are going to get more than 50 hours of video content including PDFs and solution. And for this course, we have covered every module in depth. You can see these are the modules that we have covered in this course, that is Introduction to Salesforce, Salesforce Navigation and Setup. So in the modules, you can see the table of content so that you will have an idea what are the topics that we have covered in this admin course. And we have covered this course in 10 modules. So it will take you around 2 to 3 months to complete this whole course. And when it comes to the pricing, we have kept it $199 for the lifetime access. So once you purchase this course, you are going to get lifetime access for this course. So this was all about the course. So here in the flow setup window, click on the new flow button, and here select the option screen flow, and here again select screen flow. So here first we will create a record variable that will fetch the ID of the current account record. So to create the resource, click on the toggle icon and here select, and here click on the button new resource. So the resource type is going to be the variable, and the API name will be record ID, and the data type here is going to be the text. And make sure that you have entered available for input, and then click on the done button. So as I've shown you in the demo, that first screen will ask for a confirmation to clone the record. So for that, first we will add a screen element. So first we need to add the label to the screen. So I'm going to label it as create account clone, and the API name here will be autofilled. And now to display the confirmation message, we will add a text component to the screen region, that is display text, and in this we will enter the message. So here we also need to define the API name. So I will enter it as clone account, clone confirmation. And here we are going to enter the text that we want to display for the confirmation. So here we will enter, are you sure to create a clone of this record? And then in the footer, we don't need the pause and the previous. So I will go to the configure footer, and here I will remove previous and the pause buttons. And for the finish, I will use a custom label. So I am going to label this button as yes, that for the confirmation user will click on the yes button and then click done. So now we need the ID of the record that we are going to clone. So for that we need to add the get record element. So here I will enter the label as get account record, and the API name will be autofilled. So the object here is going to be the account, and then we have to set the condition that the ID of the record, that is the account ID, should be equals to the record ID. So it will fetch the current account ID that is stored in the variable record ID. And now to override the a record name, that is the account name, we will add another screen element. So here we will add the label and the API name for this screen also. So I'm going to label it as account name, and then to override the account, I'm going to add the text component. So here also I will configure the footer. So for that, go to the configure footer, and here I also don't need the pause and the previous button. So I will hide these buttons and then click on the done button. So at last we are going to add a create record element that will finally create a clone of the record after overwriting its name. So here I will add a create record element. So I'm going to name it as create clone. And then in the section how to set record field value, select the option manually, and here object is going to be the account. So here we are going to map the field values of the account object record from the get record element. So here for the account name, we will take the value from the second screen element so that it will take the name that is overridden. So we will map it like account name, enter account name, and then we will map the other field values of the account record. So the next field I'm going to map is annual revenue, and it will be mapped with account from get account record and then annual revenue. So like this we are going to map other fields also. After this I will map the account industry, and it will be mapped from the get record elements as well, that is account from get account record and then industry. And the next field is phone, that is account phone, and it will be also mapped with the account from get account record and then phone. So like this you can map other object field records also. And with this I have completed this flow that will clone the record with the fields that I have mapped, and at last I will save the flow. So I'm going to label this flow as create a account clone, and the flow API name here will be autofilled, and then click on the save button. So now to test the flow, first we will debug the flow. So for that, click on the debug button, and here we need the ID of the record that we are going to clone. So I will go to the account record page. So for example, I want to clone this account, that is United Oil and Gas. So I will copy the ID of this account record and then go back to the debug window, and here I will paste the record ID and then click on the run button. So it will display the first screen, that is for the confirmation. So here I will click on the yes button, and here I will enter the overridden account name. So I will enter the name as Oil and Gas Corp and then clone, and at last we will click on the next button. So now you will see the account is created, and to see the accounts we will navigate back to the accounts tab. So here you can see this is the account that we have cloned right now using the screen flow. So as you can see, the flow is working fine, and at last we will activate the flow, and now we need to deploy this flow. So for that I will navigate back to the accounts tab, and here I will select any of the account record, and here click on settings icon and then select edit page, and from here search and select the flows component and drag it to the screen region, and then select the screen flow that you have created. So it was create a account clone, and then click on the save button. And now when we will go back to the account record page, you will see this screen flow over there. So here when we click on the yes button, it will ask to override the name, and then click on the next button, and as we click on the next, the account record will be created that we can check from the list view. So here you can see this is the account that we have cloned. So this is how we can clone the object records in Salesforce using the screen flow. And I hope that you have liked this video. Then please do like, share and subscribe us, and do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you can get regular updates of our upcoming videos. And thank you for giving your time and watching this video till last. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.